Hello, and thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You. My name is Sylvia Black, licensed real estate broker of affordable homes and apartments. For all your real estate needs, property management needs, investment, and first-time home buying, please visit my website at affordablehomesandapartments.net. And for all the books that I've written, the religious books that I have written, and all of your religious needs, including a daily Bible, inspirational messages and blogs and books that I've written, please visit highwaytoheavenchurch.org. And I want to thank you for joining me today for Real Estate, Religion, and You. And my name is Dr. Sylvia Black. I'm licensed to preach and ordained as a minister. And this show airs every Wednesday, 6:30 to 7 p.m. And also from Saturdays from 12:30 to 1, right here on Time Warner Public Access TV Channel 20. Now today we have a special treat for you again. I'm going to be reading you some of my poetry from this book, Soliloquy of Inspirational Poetry. And this is what the book looks like, and it's also available on highwaytoheavenchurch.org. Now I'm going to read a couple of them. Now some of the actual poems that I have written have actually been turned into songs, and I put music to them. But I'm only going to read you the ones today that have not had, that I didn't put music to. And the first one is called Hell. You can't quit when it hits them with the wicked that gets you stuck, taped up, stitched up, bagged up. Get the pics. No telling lies, twisted alibis. That's why so many suckers tongue-tied and getting fried. He's sick and don't nobody help. He's in hell and the bodies kind of smell. He's sick, get the pics. 666 with the wicked legit, and down to hit another lickety split. Crazy, insane, he brings you pain to thoughts of wanting it, and bloody vomit you spit it, because the hole you lodged it. Away from your mind when it's your time, and it's your time, and this time you resign. Now he's coming back. Get to running, or your butt is next. It's kind of hard to testify with an axe in your chest. So you lay to rest, and he needs another victim. Incisions beginning. Welcome to Satan's kingdom. Sitting, talking to yourself, might as well, it's 666. Grinding on your mind all the time, with rows of 666s, straight malicious religious homicide with no intentions. New beginnings I be bringing, sinning and sometimes winning. The devil's eyes are watching me. I'll hit him with the blasphemy, and now all I see is misery, and darn that mess loves company. Seals, sacred scriptures, incantations that I'm spitting, make incisions on my arm for invocations long forbidden. Hidden words up my forearms has got this fool shaking. It ain't the boss fool, it's the demon he's awakened. Work of the enemy knows it's necromantic devastation, and blood is spraying all around, coagulating the pavements. Sitting, contemplating what I'm facing, voice of Satan, leaving thoughts inside my mind, in and out of time, devastation. Catching my victims' incarnations with too many complications. He works out of many locations to leave you with few expectations. Red fume got some pulling triggers till my fingers numb. So when we coming, we gunning, so get out your guns. Or you're gonna end up just like someone who believed in Satan the clown. You're done. He's teamed up with the ghosts and chased the life of the wicked, and sick and twisted eye on drugs, and so I feel uplifted. Nailed to a cross with 20 lashes as time passes, 20 more lashes, his light before him flashes. The masses of disasters getting faster and faster, and getting visions of hell every moment you start to tell. You don't want to go to sleep, you hear him creep, and in your mind a silent beep. Then you slowly start to freak. As As you try to fall asleep, others secretly start to peep into your world. You start to weep thoughts of goodness you cannot keep. Gripping a machete, I'm ready like Freddy out of the window of my Chevy. He looks asleep, so are you ready? We can't live together whether you like it or not. Busting shots, head gets locked. All around your block, we don't stop until you flop. Spitting the masses, spitting the mess to the masses. Every time I say the words, it makes the urge, the sin returns. Sacrifice a pig and then dig a shallow grave and watch it burn. For all the figures of religions whose souls can be saved, the consequences just got worse when I say he's on his way. Gone through too many things, the pain brings a ring among kings, but still these sad things ring in my head, and some folks are better off dead. In their chest a little lead, and then blam blam, they think their problems shed. That's why they call it hell. It's eternal damnation. There will be much frustration when you take a hot vacation. That was hell, y'all, coming from my book, Soliloquy of Inspirational Poetry. And now I'm going to read for you another one, which is not in my CD. The next time I will come at you from, some of those poems that, this one is called God is Love. God is love. Is happiness love? Is sadness love? Is love hurt and pain? Is love doing in vain? Is love giving and not receiving? Is love seeking and never believing? Is love prolonged agony? Is love faith and hope? Is love matrimony? Is love a joke? Does love make you laugh? Does love make you cry? Does love make you sing? Does love make you high? Is love an experience? Is love a happening? Is love a circumstance? Is it a break for me? Can you see love? Can you feel love? Can you live with love? Can you deal with love? Can you touch love with the hands of time? Can you smell love with the windmills of your mind? Can you hear love? Love is kind. Is love rough? Is love tough? Is love smooth? Is love cool? Does love listen when your heart is beating? Does love hear you say it's been defeating? Can love be conquered? Will love be met? Can you face love when love you get? Do you recognize love in any form or shape? Or is love disguised in some foreign face? Does love come slowly? Does love come fast? Breeze right by you? Go right past? Can you see love? Does love lie still? Or before you know it, you've had your fill? Is love infatuation? Is love solicitation? Is love commitment? Is love condemnation? With great mercies I accept love, promises for the heart from God above. For he will love you when no one else does. He will listen to you when you talk. He will hold your hand when you walk. He will make you strong when you are weak. He will defend you when you are beat. Will you keep love? Will you give love back? Do you want or need love? Does love attack? The absolution of God's love has often been pronounced. Pour out that spiritual love to those who are without. God will reward you in any way he can. You take 2 steps and he'll take 10. That was called God is Love. And it's found in my book, Soliloquy of Inspirational Poetry, y'all. Available on highwaytoheavenchurch.org and lulu.com. Actually, that part of the verse that says, he will listen to you when you talk. He will hold your hands when you walk. He will make you strong when you are weak. He will defend you when you are beat. I put that in my CD under Try Jesus. It has a Jamaican rhythm to it. Okay, I have one also. I want to read you a couple. This one is called A Jail Cell, and then I'm going to go right into And All for What? Right there, y'all. A jail cell is a kind of a hell that's dark and full of fear. The door slammed shut, a knot in my gut. Oh God, what am I doing here? Engulfed in a solemn darkness, going over what I have done, I thought I am not deserving of the punishment that has come. My soul cried out in anguish, oh God, take this pain away. Dear Jesus, if you hear me praying, please hurry down this way. The days were dark and lonely, the nights were filled with fear. My dreams almost vanished in a puddle filled with tears. Life seemed to be all over because of one mistake. When along came dear sweet Jesus, pulling me out of the devil's take. He told me I am forgiven. Through him I can be strong. That's why he suffered on the cross and died to pay for us all. Thank you, Lord in heaven. Thank you, Jesus, every day. That jail cell I was in, that hell turned out to be the way. Peace, y'all. This one is called And All for What? This was about my experience pretty much when I had, I don't know if y'all ever remember, whoever, or those of you who used to get high, when crack had first came on the scene. And I had actually tampered with it. I had indulged in it. And this is one of my writings with reference to that. It's called And All for What? I called him over to smoke some crack. 2 days later, I wanted it back. And all for what? This is the future, that was the past. Spending money on crack goes too fast. I pray to God, let me be strong. I want to be able to hold on and not let drugs dominate me, but give me a dream and be free. I want cars, jewelry, and a good man, but where was I headed? To the can? 'Cause if they caught me coming out of that spot, what can I say I truly got? I called them over to smoke some weed, but that wasn't exactly what I need. And all for what? Some people tell me they went down, but that didn't give me grounds to turn around. I didn't get back, I bought crack. I had a need for some weed or some speed. My radio was gone and so was my TV. What's next on the list to go? Me? Feeling revenge, hate, or despair. You think that nobody don't care? You wrong. Go comb your hair. Or don't take the time to find out. Or do you sit around and pout smoking that crack day in and day out, smoking that weed like you have no needs? Or maybe you think your problems will fade, or that crack pipe will turn into jade, and all for what? But tomorrow, the sun will shine. You, they may not find, 'cause you'll be doing time for committing that crime. We don't need drugs, brothers and sisters, to accomplish our dreams. All we need is God, willpower, and self-esteem. You want to be a dancer, or you want lung cancer? Look in the mirror, and there you'll find the answer. Get back with your crap. You buy a dime, you wasting time. You buy a jumbo, you a Dumbo. And all for what, man? Peace out. That was called An All For What. And it's found in my book, Soliloquy of Inspirational Poetry, available on highwaytoheavenchurch.org. Okay, and now we're going to get into some love, loving the Lord. Actually, I want to read one. This one is called, okay, I'm going to try to go in order, because I don't want to skip around and I don't want to actually come back to it by mistake. So this one is called Lunatic. It said, hey man, we all remember Lazarus? Okay. Now this is, of course, my experience when I was younger. Okay, and well, I experienced with crack just for maybe a couple of days because it was just too strong for me. But other drugs that I had tampered with. And this is my experience basically of what I was seeing in other people. How drugs had taken over their bodies and how it had controlled them. And it's called Lunatic. Check it out. Lunatic. You'll never see me on the corner selling dime to little kids. Anytime I do my dirt, you know it's got to be big. A kilo on my lap, on top of that my Mac. I'm a hustler for life and there ain't no turning back. I hustle on Delavan, making fools irrelevant. You can tell by the smell of it, it's the best you can get of it. A word to the wise, I'm a hustling lunatic. But I gotta do this, so you better get used to it. Biting, shaking, and going for the neck. But what you expect from a doggone lunatic?